Your Honor, with the defendant now present, we're before the court in the state of Georgia versus Cleveland. Brody, the defendant is charged with 3 counts of reckless conduct by knowingly having HIV with the intent to transmit it. Judge, there are 3 named victims in the 3 warrants. Victim DB, I'm using initials instead of their name. She contracted HIV/AIDS from this defendant between the dates of 2017 and 2022. She did die as a result of contracting HIV from this defendant. Another victim is named EQ, and this defendant had unprotected sex with EQ between the dates of October 28, 2022 through March 2nd of 2023. Another victim is ND, and he had sex with her between the dates of March of 2023 and July of 2023. We are past the 90 days. The state would ask for a $3 million bond, 1 for each victim.
All right. Anything that you'd like to tell me about Mr. Brody, Mr. Willis?
Yes, Your Honor. Does the court have any objection to me proceeding my trial?
That's up to you. You can do
You have any objection?
however you want to.
I don't have any objection, but there is one witness who would like to address the court, Judge.
All right, wait a minute. You got a witness?
Correct.
Well, why didn't you call him when you were on your side?
I neglected to, Judge.
You ever done this before?
No, Judge.
Forgotten to call one? Call your witness. Let's get this moving, please.
Sir, will you please take the stand? Do you solemnly swear in affirmative testimony you will give the court in the matter now pending will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
I do.
All right, you take a seat. Tell the judge what you have to say about bond only.
Mine only.
Bond only.
Good morning, Judge, to the court. I really want to speak to the county of Rockdale regarding bond for Mr. Brody. As the court may have heard, Mr. Brody is what his charges are. There's really, it will be a tragedy to release Mr. Brody back into the county of Rockdale. Mr. Brody has been in the county of Rockdale for several years, and of most of those years he was married to my sister, who contracted HIV, died of AIDS, from her husband, Mr. Brody. At no time during all those years did Mr. Brody let my sister know in any type of way that he had HIV. And Mr. Brody has also had contact with several other women, 2 which the court knows of, that either from Rockdale County or other counties. That actually showed that Mr. Brody has no intent to do right by the people of the county of Rockdale and inform them of his condition. So for the court to allow him to go back into the county thinking that he would do the right thing would be a total injustice to the people in the county of Rockdale.
Thank you very much.
Any cross-examination?
There's no cross-examination.
Thank you, sir. You can come down. Do you have any other witnesses you
No.
wish to call?
No, Your Honor.
We have no witnesses to call.
I just want to make a problem.
Judge,
Go ahead, hear you.
thank you, Judge. Mr. Brody is 61 years old. He actually just turned 61 years old this past September. Mr. Brody, at 17 years old, joined the Marines where he was honorably discharged. He served in the Marines for 4 years where he was honorably discharged. From there, Your Honor, he moved to Texas. But he has been in this particular area since 2004. He's resided in the Rockdale County area and is released on bond. He would also be residing in the Rockdale area with Miss Alice Williams. Judge, we do have her information. They're actually in a relationship at this point. We expect, Judge, that once this case actually goes to trial, that we will also prove that his status was made clear to all of the individuals in this circumstance. One thing that the state did not go into detail about, which is that his wife was admitted for cancer.
This is 3 counts of reckless conduct. Is that correct?
Yes.
Is that what he's charged with?
That's correct.
In total?
Yes.
All right. And what is reckless conduct here?
Reckless.
1 to 5.
Correct.
Fine.
Listen, we're asking for a bond in the amount of $100,000, Judge. And in the courtroom to support him is his brother and his mother, who is in support. I think it's important to note in this particular circumstance, in the 61 years, he has never been arrested. He has no criminal record whatsoever. He's been incarcerated past the 90 days. Of course, the court knows based on the actual charges in this case, that he is HIV.
Well, I think when he was originally arrested, it was not on these charges that are being presented today, it was on different charges.
I believe it was records county.
It was from the beginning,
Correct.
but there have been 2 additional charges added apparently.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. While he's incarcerated.
Now, these were warrants taken?
Yes, sir.
When were they taken?
Judge, these warrants were taken from, in between the time of his arrest. I believe that the last one was in August, is that correct?
September the 6th was the last warrant, Your Honor, and the initial warrants were part of the original arrest. So there's 3 warrants. The third one was about 60, 70 days ago.
Yes, sir. And Judge, we're asking for about an amount of $100,000 and any additional requirements that the court may deem necessary to ensure his appearance at trial. Clearly, if he's given a bond of $100,000, Judge, that would be something that would be made by the family. The family, at this point, they are not indigent. However, that would be a very significant amount of money for them to have to pay. And we can assure the court that his appearance at trial, he will be at trial once this is actually called for trial at this point, Judge. So I may have some rebuttal.
Does he have a bond set on either of these first 2? And that was because the last time you didn't have your hearing, or the 90 days had not elapsed?
Both, Judge. The 90 days had not elapsed. I believe that there was a bond that was initially adopted on the first 2 warrants. We had a probable cause hearing, but we elected not to have a bond motion at that point, waiting for the 90-day period in order for us to have it.
All right, anything else?
No, sir.
Judge, defense counsel said he's never been arrested. He actually was arrested in Tarrant County in Texas, and he pled guilty to assault causing bodily injury.
You mean Tarrant County?
Tarrant.
Tarrant.
Correct.
When was that?
1996.
All right, I'm gonna set bond and spare on each count of $500,000 apiece. That would be, and you'll need to do the order.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Judge.
If he's released, he'll have a curfew between the hours of 5 p.m. and 7 a.m.
Yes, sir.
And he'll require a ankle monitor at his expense. That'll be the order.
Judge, that concludes our business. May we be excused?
Yes, thank you. All right, you have another one ready?
Thanks, ready on
That one now, so now we can.
Michael White.
Good morning, Mr. Keel. How you
Good
doing?
morning, Judge. Yeah, I'm doing well. I apologize, I had to report on
That's all right. Everybody else can show up either.